And then I was like, I know it's kind of, spicy and hard, but that's all candy canes are like that. So you just, it'd be fine.
Candy canes. Yeah, candy canes.
Because of the cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Peppermint, damn it.
Oh,
Cinnamons.
Welcome back to the Flannel Panel, everyone. We got a great show tonight talking about candy canes and horns and Christmas stuff. So let's get after it. Jason, this is your category as he coughs. This is your category.
Yeah,
you're like, let's talk about Christmas. And Troy, if in the thumbnail, you look fantastic.
Look at me. Oh, yeah, thanks. I've gotten some feedback on that. I'm not sure that was a good look for me.
Oh, really? The afro, or what is it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Got to pour my liquid courage.
Which is what? What are you drinking?
I figured Christmas, midwinters. I think this is.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I just grabbed one, so it's the level 6. I got this off of an old elk bottle, but I think it fits better. So,
An old elk.
Anyway, speaking of which, let me start the rant off negative, and then we'll build from there. Speaking of midwinter nights, This is strictly a whiskey thing, and it is my personal thing. My thoughts are not reflected by the rest of the members of Flannel Panel.
Maybe,
but can we retire the phrase "Christmas in a glass"?
Oh yeah, people use it for too many things now.
I mean, back in 2019, it was a beautiful way. Now it's just like a lazy way to describe a seasonal whiskey.
A spicy rye.
Or a finished spicy rye.
Yep.
I get it, Christmas spice. I mean, I don't know. I've heard it so many times, and I think I've watched several reviews of the new midwinters coming out. Every single one, Christmas in a glass. Like it's kind of lazy, but
well, it's cliche because it's accurate.
It is accurate. Anyway,
AC from the top rope. Call me out one more time.
So I wanted to get that out of the way, get that negativity, bring the positivity in.
Well, what would you call it then?
Festivus in a glass.
Yeah. It's
more.
I think I call it Christmas in a glass. Actually, yeah.
A Yule celebration encased in a glass container. No,
Yule log. Not that I have a log. But...
Right. But, not like you think you have a log.
What did I say? Nipple.
Troy, has Whiskey Wednesday been happening so far?
Yeah, I continued from last night. I got it on the VBN last night and never really sobered up.
Oh yeah,
we had a good night last night.
What'd you get into?
Well, Will was on, so I don't really remember what I drank. Oh, we were into that 2XO last night and told some stories, a few lies.
That 2XO tastes like Christmas in a glass, man.
It was unbelievable. Yeah.
This one ties it like Christmas in a glass. Is that?
It is. Yeah, it's got some nutmeg and some spice,
sugar plums dancing in your head.
Just Dixon.
I don't know if any of you guys are on, but the highlight for me last night was JT got on, and he said something like, "Sorry, I'm late. I was riding the Peloton," and I let it go for about 30 seconds and busted it. I said, "Is riding the Peloton code for taking a dump?" Because I was riding the Peloton earlier
myself. That was line of the night, and it was early. So I was like, well, this show's over. Shit, no one's getting it. Well done. But that's now officially my code now. So I walked out of the facilities this morning after the morning show, and I was like, I just got done on the Peloton, and they just stared at me because they had no idea what it was. And I felt really good about it. So
it was a real workout. Sweating. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one.
Definitely losing weight.
Yeah. That's drastic gains or losses. Yeah.
It's the quickest way I could think of to lose 4 pounds.
Oh, 4 pounds.
It's the holidays.
That's healthy.
Merry Christmas.
So Troy, you've been on holidays?
Yeah, I was. It's a weird story, but somehow they gave me a bunch of extra vacation days this year. I have 5 weeks a year because I've been there been here 21 years now. So I get 5 weeks and I used them all up. And as soon as I did, they said that it's a long story, but anyway, they gave me 14 days back. So basically they gave me 3 more weeks. So I just didn't go. After Thanksgiving, we get a holiday. I'm like, I'm just going to take the whole next week. So I've been on vacation this week.
Wise choice.
Here you go.
Did a little deer hunting Monday with the family, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get one?
Anything?
Well, there was 6 of us hunting, and we got 1 small buck, and I never fired a shot. So no, I
You
didn't.
probably smell the Peloton. So
Yeah, I was.
Is it all whitetail back there, or do you have buleys and stuff?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Is it all whitetail that you're hunting for?
Yeah, all whitetail.
Yeah, whitetail for sure.
Dogs with horns?
dogs.
No, I mean,
Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah,
Speaking of
chased
horns,
one deer over the farm and shot it. I think between my brother and my cousin, they shot at that thing like 11 times before they shot it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
it's Swiss cheese now.
Well, they didn't hit that many times, luckily. So
No, if you shot 11 times,
You shot
how
11
did it not
times?
run away.
yeah, we lost a lot of money on that deer. The shot, the shells alone, as a
they're like
$3
$3 a piece
Were
now.
you chasing it in a truck? Like how
You can't talk about that on the internet.
I
right?
Thick
Yeah,
brush.
allegedly.
Yeah.
allegedly.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Well, my wife's bringing in some Christmas decorations. Look at this thing. This is just a new
Oh.
purchase today.
Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
it's metal.
good.
There you go.
That's
And
good. Make one in the shape of
That's
a
probably about the same size as the deer you shot, right? About that.
well, here it is.
Did you rain fire?
Right, too.
Took
Ar-
11
already
shots,
s-
but we got it down.
Already stuffed and mounted and decorated in buffalo plaid.
Yeah, I never actually got to the deer. It was by the time they got it, it was so far in the deep, thick briar brush,
That
whatever.
sucks.
I didn't see it till they drug it 300 yards back into the field. So
Yep. You're like, I'll be here drinking. I'll see.
I'll
you
be
when
at the
you
gator. Let me
Yep.
know if you need help.
flask. Oh, no problem.
Nice. So, Troy, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight I've got something I actually like for a change. I've got some of this new Riff malted rye, the 6-year.
Oh, yeah.
Dave went down to Kentucky here. Actually, while I was in Utah, and I got 2 more bottles of this stuff. So
Nice.
working on it.
Ty, I saw that you had a fancy pour going on earlier today.
Yes, I've moved on from that, but I'm still drinking the good stuff. So
Yeah?
I poured up some healthy Weller 107 because I somehow came home from Kansas with an extra bottle. So I'm like, oh, I can drink this now. So
You left
Yeah.
one though in Kansas, so it's a trade.
I did. I left a partially full one and brought back a full one. So I still
Nice.
think it's a win.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yours
Yeah,
has
it
a
is.
single sticker on it though.
I
Fancier.
do want to toast you. I saw on your Facebook. Congratulations on the 6-figure bookings this year.
Yeah.
You the
It was
man.
crazy
Nice.
ticket sales. Yeah. So to have the show do that was, I didn't think we were anywhere close to that, but I spent all day today doing taxes for like a pre-assessment thing. And so I happened to run the numbers. And so number one, I'm drinking the good stuff because I've been doing taxes all day.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
2, I'm drinking the good stuff because we're celebrating a little. So
Good for you.
yeah.
That's awesome.
What are you drinking, Ian?
Just some 4 rows of single barrel, the cheap stuff. It's been my go-to lately. Just a quick pour, easy,
Perfect.
good stuff. That and tequila, but Troy gets mad.
I want to talk about tequila. We spent 20 minutes yesterday talking about scotch, and I'm still mad about it.
Still mad about it.
I finally had to say something.
Still mad about it.
What did you say?
Yeah, I was going to
said,
say, what
I
words
said
came out
that's
of your
enough
mouth?
scotch talk.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just like that.
It made Clint get up. He made Clint thirsty. He's like, well, I'm going to pour one. He got up and poured one.
Whoa. You know,
But
like
while we have Casey on here, I wanted to give him a shout out because and you remember this one, but I got this out and drank it last night. Do you remember this?
I do.
I
Look at
still
that.
had about 2 ounces in there, and I
No
poured
way.
that and killed it last, and it was still really good. You know, that's been a
Kentucky
couple years
Owl
now.
batch 9, I believe, right?
Oh,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We
little
several split the
container.
bottle like 5 ways.
Casey hooked us up at batch 2 and got us some of those.
That's cool.
So we kind of split a bottle, and he put it in these nice fancy little ones, and it was good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I tasted it when
He's-
we brought it home, and I've been saving it ever since. And whatever reason, last night was the night.
Yeah, I
like,
destroyed
He's
the
all
other.
right. He'll tell you otherwise, but he's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just every
I haven't
time we've done the advent calendar, when his package, and there's 2 things guaranteed: that he'll always
Nice
push
package.
the wire, and his package will always be overfilling with all the extra cool stuff. And so that's the forgiveness factor. Like, yeah, you know, but he said a bottle and some. Actually, he sent me this ghost pepper spice rub that I've used several times. I actually put it in some spaghetti, not in a bucket, but and it's delicious. Haven't had a chance to officially thank you, Casey, but here it is.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Casey's also
Please hold. You made ghost pepper spaghetti.
I made spaghetti and put some in. Yeah,
Oh,
slid
how
it in
long
there.
did you ride the Peloton this morning?
Well played, Corey. Well played.
It's kind of sneaky on my part because Nat's not really into spicy. So if I make it spicy enough that she'll just leave the leftovers.
All right.
there you go.
She
There
said
it
it.
is.
On a side note, I really good.
Oh no, I was gonna say Casey's winning the freaking Brolaws painting right now too.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, I'd like to see somebody outbid Casey.
I thought it was really impressive until I found out that the bids were in Canadian.
Yeah, is this Canadian
Yeah.
or American? That
Hey,
was
Jason, shut up. That was like my in.
So
That's
if you're
gonna
watching and you don't know what we're talking about, a couple weeks ago, Corey painted a beautiful painting on the Flannel Panel Live. One of the coolest episodes the coolest episode we've done, I would say. So if you haven't watched it, jump back a few episodes and check that one out. But he is auctioning that off through the Brolaws, who Dave we had on with him while he was painting, and they're sponsoring a family. I believe a 14-year-old boy or young man got cancer, and the family's having a really tough go. So the Brolaws, which is Dave's company, stepped up and kind of sponsored this family and tried to really bless them in a way. So Corey has offered this painting up to help that family as well, and I think it speaks to Corey and who he is, and I think it also hits home with your last few years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When he was Dave hit me up and he's like, "Hey, this is kind of the scoop, and we're switching over, and it's a family it's a young kid with cancer and everything." And I was like, "You don't have to explain anymore to me. It's like you are absolutely good." So I would have been happy either way, but yeah, absolutely, that was.
Yeah. So, because Dustin just asked too, it's over on the Brolaws Instagram page.
Yeah.
And
So
it's just in the comments on the reel, you can see the painting behind their head. It's like a funny, weird, like
reel
green screen video reel they did. So, yeah, and we did confirm the bids are in Canadian dollars, so it's less than what it says in US dollars, which I was hoping to keep under wraps so I could outbid Casey easier, but
it's true. Casey's stepped in and threw a bit up there, but I'd love to see.
There you go.
I'd love to see it go up a little higher, so that'd be awesome.
yeah, there it is. That's the painting.
There we
It's up
are.
for
There's the
grabs.
painting. Do I pay him bottles of syrup? Yeah, pretty much.
And what's the dimensions?
24 tall, 36 wide. So it's pretty big.
Okay, 2 foot by
That's
3 foot.
awesome.
Yeah,
After
that's
looking at the
awesome.
price of syrup, it's probably worth more than money.
So Dave, I was talking to Dave
What's
earlier
the
today.
measurements in Canadian? Sorry, I need to.
I'd have to do the conversion to centimeters.
24A by 36A. It's a boot 24 by 36.
Thank you. Yes.
It's a hard process.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, so that was supposed to be a November kind of thing, and they did a really great campaign through a local church to help it. But he's gonna let the auction go until tomorrow night, and they're gonna do a live stream and kind of end it up and see where it's all at. So, if you're thinking about it, get on there. Brolaws, I believe it's Brolaws are us on Instagram. Check it out, and yeah, it'd be awesome. I'd love to see that go high, not only because like it's gonna be valuable because Corey in the 813 art house painted it, and it's one of the first to be out there, but I think it's just an awesome cause too. So
yeah, it's the only one I painted live, that's for sure. So.
That is true.
Oh, come on.
Oh
yeah.
Here,
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Let's see.
There it is.
There you go.
Brolaws are us.
And then it's the first post right there. You can see it in the background.
Yeah. Check it out. And
I need to get famous so that their 15,000 followers follow me on Instagram. That way we can sell a few more paintings. So.
Yes, that would be good. And Andrew West
in the process.
So multiply the bid price by 0.7 for the rough US price. Exactly, because Canada sucks with the dollar.
It's got some advantages.
It's like a Black Friday special.
Yeah. That's a good way to think of it. So
flannel Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
And we're good on all of that stuff. So it's like, so I donated the painting, and Dave is covering the shipping. So like whatever somebody bids, like all of that money's going to that. So there'll be like a zero. Nothing comes out of it. So that's pretty awesome.
It's going to be great. I'm stoked for whoever gets that and to see it. Really bless a family that's in need. So you guys shows the heart of the community and how much people care for people, and I love seeing that.
Absolutely.
All right. I don't think we got through what everybody's drinking. Jason, what are you into? Oh, you showed us the midwinters.
Yeah, Christmas in a glass.
Yeah, Christmas in a glass.
I think
Corey, did you share?
I'm drinking Christmas in a glass as well.
Literally though, it's holiday ale.
It's very Christmassy, actually. It's got a like cranberry and spice, so it's a very bougie beer, which makes Ty crazy. So,
like in a good way, like Ty loves bougie beer.
There's a few too many things going on with that one for me.
Yeah, he tends to stack some shit in my direction on occasion for the bouginess of the beer. That is. So I have two separate fridges. The downstairs fridge, which is where sports happens, is pretty much PBR and Miller Lite. Like you guys are here, right? PBR Miller Lite, fine. The upstairs fridge, where the art happens on occasion, like that's all full of like IPAs with colorful cans and like 9 names and stuff like that. So
yeah, I've learned my lesson with that one. Every time I invite these guys, every time the annual Flannel Fest shows up, I always get the Pabst because I always know it's a thing. But I always try to get fancy with one and a local cool beer, and they're still sitting in the cooler. So.
You lose me when it says fruit. Like if it's got,
I'll give you that one. Well, that one I was trying to be cute because it was
or sour.
See, I love.
Jason, I
do say those. Speaking of which, that's what I'm chasing today. My favorite, Tardy McFruit Face.
I don't know,
but I get it.
Yeah, in my defense, when I was for Flannel Fest, I was not using the beer as like the main course
beverage.
I was using the beer in place of a bottle of water to chase the whiskey. So I was like, I need to get something to hydrate with, and I rolled back in with the PBR. And Jason's like, "Oh yeah, so this is how this is going to be." I'm like, yeah, that is how it's going to go. So
and I will admit that the other one, it was called Johnny Fruita. I was trying to be funny, and it's a
fantastic name. It's just a bad name.
Amazing name, bad. But I will say, I don't know. I've never been a beer guy, but then I found, hey, yeah, he probably will.
There you go.
Taking one for the team. Thanks, James.
I actually bought this strictly because of the name, and I thought it would be funny. And I opened one, and I love it. I realized that I like sour beers.
That was good.
I'm not a hoppy guy. Yeah, it was bad. But anyway,
Can't do sour beers. Can't do sour
Yeah.
beers.
I don't like hops, so I've never really been a beer guy because like
You serve
IPAs.
human beings scotch that was finished with like goat poop.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nope. You don't get to be like, wow, that beer's pretty hoppy. That's gross.
I don't like bitter. I just
I was wondering, Ty, how did you make it through Thanksgiving dinner? Did you find anything that you liked, or still holding the same opinion? I hate to revisit all that.
Yeah, same opinion for sure.
Mm.
The other thing I came up with, which got me in trouble last night, because we were eating leftovers again. But I was like, here's the other problem with Thanksgiving. It lasts like 5 days.
4 or 5 days.
You have to eat the food forever.
Yeah.
Like,
You get to eat it.
To my wife's credit, last night we had like turkey tacos, and they were actually it was really good. But that is a testament to the leftovers are still better than the main meal, and it's crap. So
that's what I cooked tonight. I got home. I got our final. That's like the signification that it's winter because I made the turkey noodle soup with all the turkey legs and. So I made turkey noodle soup, and that's the official last Thanksgiving meal. So we can move on.
There you go.
Our trash day for us is Tuesday, so that's everything had to be out Monday night. So it was
Done.
Yesterday, Patty declared, "Do not eat any more of the turkey. It is too old now." So we're done with that.
And I had to use all these egg noodles that I made because I decided not to make a weird noodle dish on Thanksgiving. So.
Oh, don't! I'm still a little upset about that whole noodle thing. I was drunk, but you might understand that you still don't know what it is that I'm talking about.
I know exactly what it is. The way
you sent pictures.
I swear you said the word clump. So I immediately thought a clump of noodles. So I'm like, is it a loaf? Because there is noodle loaves out.
I don't remember saying clump, but I probably did.
I heard clump. And I stuck to the word clump, and I apologize.
Hey, guys. Troy brought up the famous Thanksgiving noodle loaf.
It's like Christmas in a glass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Thanksgiving in a pan.
Oh, perfect.
Hey, the chat is lit with all my favorite people right now.
I know. There's some.
Oh
Let's
my
go
God.
from the beginning. We got Andrew West, Conway's in here, Casey, Nat as always the best. Tommy D's in here. Dustin said something about 2XO for the win last night.
There were several of us drinking that last night.
You guys had some
On the
fun.
bar night, yeah.
And James, as we saw, Jordan, Clint.
Clint is not a sour beer fan either.
No. Michelle's here. Michelle, good to see you. Welcome, everyone.
Tommy D, Casey.
Yeah. And this is great.
Is that code, Tommy?
Oh, wrong one. This one.
Ooh.
Quintimus Maximus.
That could be an adult feature. I mean, oh wait, there's an extra letter in there.
So could this. Could this. Yes. Oh man.
This Wednesday on the Wife Made Soup.
Quintimus Maximus.
All right, Jason. So Christmas traditions, besides Christmas in your glass and Midwinter Night's Dram at Christmas time, what do you got going on? What's some traditions you get into?
When we were discussing that, when we were throwing ideas up for the show, I immediately went to that because there are so many ideas of not Christmas itself, but the surrounding holiday. When is it Christmas? When do you put up your tree? When do you take down your tree? When do you open presents? All those fun things.
Mm-hmm.
So
when do you start Christmas music?
When you start,
No.
See, I've always been kind of a Grinch that way. I initially was put it up the week before, take it down right after Christmas.
What? You suck.
I used to be. Nat has changed. And honestly, the reason it's changed is because Nat's so into Christmas.
Yeah.
There is so much stuff that I want a long turnaround before picking it up and setting it down.
For sure.
So it's like I should have it up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Again,
put it, and then it'll be up till, and it'll be
Be a long go.
yeah.
and it may stay up until my birthday, which is
Yeah, boy.
Get after it.
Hey, if it stays up more than 4 hours, you're supposed to.
contact a physician.
Yep, it's all a physician.
Yeah, I think if it's more than 4 hours, you should call everyone you know and tell them all about it.
It'll be an Instagram post on the Flannel Panel.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, Casey's with us.
Casey's on the point.
Little side note, I think the flannel that Jason is wearing tonight is the flannel I borrowed while in Utah.
Yeah, it is actually, and I
It
haven't
has my
washed
scent.
it. I
I'm not.
put it
Yeah.
I'm not.
for no reason. I could smell his musk.
I was like, is that why he's up for 4
Yeah.
hours right now?
You're not wrong.
Thanks, Ty. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm going to hold back.
Someone had to say.
I will never wash this.
I mean, once you wear another man's flannel and drink out of his horn, I think that's like brothers or something, right?
Yeah, there was some sharing of the horn.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I'm a Viking now.
Right?
Yes.
Would you classify it as a community horn, Jason? Or
oh man.
I think we all had our own horn, didn't
it
we?
did all.
I
We
think
were all
we all
watching TV, holding our own horns.
We were all hovered around the fire pit with our own horns out.
It was
And
that my wife made soup episode, was it?
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cornelius Maximus,
Well,
something like that. Yeah.
yeah. I thought it
Oh,
was.
man.
Speaking of the devil, I was going to say I was so impressed with the community
There's
horn. I
said
went out and
horn
got everyone
there.
else their own.
Now I will say this horn is bigger than the one that we.
I understand. It's just, yeah, I get it.
That's when we were
Genetics.
drinking there, right? Yeah, it's genetics. It's fine.
I've come to terms with it. It's okay.
So Jason sent everybody one.
Yeah, that is my gifts.
And by everyone, I mean
Christmas
I don't know
present
how
to-
many everyone's flannel panel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Flannel got horns.
Yes.
Got a horn yesterday.
Everyone in this picture just got horny.
I'm going to ask you a dumb question. Is that a real horn or is it just like a resin? So
Oh,
it's
it's a real thing.
It's like a real horn.
I'm not going to send you no resin horn. We get the real horn around here.
Okay. Okay.
And we're supposed to drink out of this?
Yes. Just don't. And
Yes.
it is not dishwasher safe. I do know that.
Listen,
Found out the hard way.
there's 100% chance that you never see this again because it's put somewhere it shouldn't be put if I put it in the dishwasher and Kim's going to put it there. So it's
I did not know where that was going. I did not know where that was
he's
going.
going to, yeah, yep. It'll disappear. It probably won't be good for any of us.
I think I'm going to use it more as a trophy, more of a mantelpiece.
Oh, we got to drink out of those.
I think what will happen is people will come to my house, they will see it, and I will say, Jason sent it to me for people to drink out of. And at first, it will be like, that's not happening. And then after about the fourth or fifth whiskey, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it,
Yeah,
we're drinking from the horn. Like that's going to be
Yeah.
that'll be a thing.
And
Remember, no
speaking
matter
of
you
in
drink
your
at
house,
Warren's house, it's not
Horn
floating.
holder. Ew.
I was trying to. We're bidding on vacation now at work. If I ever go back to work. But anyway, I was unable to get the week of July 4th off, so I don't know. I'm either going to miss the fireworks or be sick that week.
You're gonna
So
quit.
yeah.
I'm not sure you should say that publicly.
I don't think my boss watches, but just in case he does, I've got a
That
tickle
was-
in the back of my throat.
That was a joke. Yeah.
It's been there for about 6
We got to
months.
get
Yeah.
Ian down here for that. Ian,
Yes, I need to make that happen.
It was
We're
an
gonna
amazing
Metallica-
experience.
Watch Metallica with me and Conway.
I want to see all of us sitting around the table at that Mexican place that we went to, Ty. The most ornate Mexican restaurant I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So many colors.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It was like a Willy Wonka trip on acid in this Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, it's all carved. Like everything's a very colorful carving. It's a thing.
And it's so bright. It's
Mm.
it's like as bright as the fireworks. Not quite, but
No.
yeah.
All gold and red, green, and white, and
Oh.
it's just shiny.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do it. I get Monday and Tuesday off for just the 4th of July holidays. Just coming home is where I'm gonna
So you just need
run
Wednesday.
into trouble.
Just
Oh,
yeah.
100% guarantee you're sick coming home.
Yeah.
You'll be hungover. Mhm.
There's a chance. Yeah. Well, I can't start until after the show's over, so
Oh, yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I gotta make it all up.
Yeah, and then he comes home and he's like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm not going to do much." And then about 2 drinks in, he's like,
Second win,
"Let's go.
America.
Let's go." Yeah.
Listen, I just got in the spirit of our forefathers, who like they were not people who would give up. So
That's fair. That's fair.
I was in.
There
This
is
is
no
not very Christmas. Okay, so Christmas lights, Jason's are permanent,
Yep, they
Yep.
are.
so you didn't have to put up any Christmas lights. That's convenient.
That's great. Although, don't ask Nat about that because it's not enough Christmas lights.
Yes.
It's
I would like
never
to look
enough.
into something like that.
I thought that was going to dodge the whole setting up the exterior, but last year, so she has we have one of those big evergreen laurels that go over around the garage, and the garage lights and all that stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
they were definitely missed last year. So I have a feeling I'll be setting them up tomorrow.
Seems like
Damn right you will.
I was like, Corey's an early setup guy. Like,
yeah.
Corey's Christmas lights go up quick.
My Christmas lights going up this weekend. Christmas trees are already up.
Our
And
Christmas
I say
lights are up.
Trees, plural. There's multiple Christmas trees already in the house.
Well, that's the thing. I'm good.
Well, there's one upstairs. There are 2 down here in the family room. There's one in Eugenio's room. There's one in Carter's room, and Cody has one that looks like a palm tree throughout it. Christmas lights. So we're multiples, and I bought a blue tree for the art opening because it's a blue Christmas party. So I have a navy blue tree that I'm going to take and set up for that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And when is that?
Very cool.
That's next
Wednesday.
week. Next
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like during the show, unfortunately. But
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome, man.
Just phone
December
it in.
7th.
I might have. Well, so it's from 5 until 8 Central Time. So I'll just get done in time to hopefully knock out 12 days and then this. But who
Sweet.
knows what kind of shape I'm
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 12 days too.
Mm.
So the 12 days starts on the 6th, is that right?
Yeah.
Because I think we're doing
because you're first.
12 days, and then we're doing a bar night at home immediately after. So it's gonna be a
Cool.
busy week of internet.
There's a
The good
lot.
thing you have all this extra time off.
Oh, yeah. I may have to take next week off too.
All right. Clint, we'll throw this up there. 2 people in our cul-de-sac already have their lights up. I'm feeling the pressure. We have our lights up. My street does a great job pretty early. I think we all pick a day where there's not too much ice on the roof before we go out and fall.
Very Canadian.
Yeah, so we throw them up pretty early. But James, there's a great question here. What do y'all think about blow-ups Christmas stuff in the yard?
I'm all for it. It
All
makes my
for
life
it?
so much easier. Yeah.
I think it looks like a good idea just because it looks fairly simple and it's a lot of decoration for the. But you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna fly with my wife.
So-
It's not her style.
Here's the bad news. I go to work at like well before the sun comes up. When I drive past the houses that are mostly inflatables, it looks like a Muppet Massacre in their front yard.
Mm.
That's fair.
That's true.
Which
That's
is a
fair.
little sad. That said, I did see a picture online of a house so they said for the last 6 or 7 years, they've bought the biggest inflatable Santa that they can find at Home Depot every year on clearance after Christmas is over. Some of which are like 15 feet, 20 feet tall, like the enormous one.
Wow.
So they have enough giant Santas that you can't see their house anymore. And I was like, that's what I want to do now. I want to, like, if I'm going to go, we should be so obnoxious that it's just nothing but Santa Claus in the front.
I was going to say, you have to make a statement, in my opinion. I think one
One is boring. All
you know,
this
2 or 3.
Yeah.
If you have to get the city called out for an inspection, that's when you know you've gone right.
we're going
That's like-
Ours are typically all blue lights, mostly blue lights at my house. It's always blue Christmas everywhere.
Yeah, well, that's who you are, though.
Yeah.
Conway's been slacking.
You know, I couldn't be more surprised about that.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like
He seems like a guy that would be really into the Christmas spirit. Wasn't he?
Like the kind of guy that would have like what Jason has, where he's like, "Oh no, we installed it all in the house."
exactly. That's what I thought. It'd be like
I think
garage, and I push a button, and then boom, it comes on.
That's all I got to do. Change the color. I don't know if you can see that.
See, I thought A Christmas Carol was based on Conway.
I push that button. I have red and green lights. I push this button. Let's go with blue and yellow.
Yeah.
Blue and
Boom.
Jason is also the guy that changes his lights to red and green lights when he orders Mexican food.
yes.
I did red and white when the Chinese one came too.
That's racist.
And that was me. I did. In my defense, I did do red, white, and blue when the burgers came.
See, it's patriotic for
So I would like to get
Very
credit
well.
because I did all my exterior lights yesterday. So I've still got to put up a couple spotlights and things, but for the most part, the house is lit and our trees are up. So I'm actually ahead of the game, and we will leave them up until well after the first of the year, probably like almost a week after, so it'd be like the 5th or 6th before we start taking them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
First
does
of
it
all,
start getting
I
cold in
love
Ohio?
you said exterior lighting because that's straight out of Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, you taught me everything I know.
Thanks, Dad. Everything I know about exterior lighting, I learned from you.
Lights and trees up here. Everybody's slacking. Casey says.
These are all up.
Man. I was like,
I'm waiting
our
for-
tree goes up day after Thanksgiving. Like that's
Okay.
a thing. Hard start after Thanksgiving.
I'm just waiting for and hopefully it's supposed to be Sunday. I'm waiting for a non-windy day to get on the roof. Hashtag Kansas problem.
I will
would've had
say, as I crawled off the ladder onto the roof yesterday, I did mutter something like, "I am too old for this."
Lethal weapon. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I am fully in support. So we went from like a tiny house to a much larger house, and adjusting decorations for the two has been obnoxious. It's like one step a year is what we're trying to do. But I am full on board for the like wall projection lights,
I've tried that
this year. Yeah. I'm
I
gonna
ain't
try.
having it.
I's lazy.
So the cheat.
I'm efficient.
I'm
I'm also the
lazy.
second. I'm the second laziest person I know. So I'll take that.
Listen, so one of the folks in the hood. So there's a neighborhood that does like a crazy amount of Christmas lights in Manhattan. Like it's like that's their thing.
Yeah.
And then there's one house that has hardly any Christmas lights, but they hung like one strand of Christmas lights, and it looks like it's being torn down. And they have a stand up of the Grinch, and it looks like he's tearing down the lights. And so they put up one string of lights, and they put the Grinch cut off, like he's pulling the lights down. Because that's their entire Christmas decorations. But amongst all the other houses that are all crazy, it's perfect. And I was like, these are the high IQ folks right here.
They get it. Yeah.
They have one Christmas. They're out there for like 15 minutes and we're finished.
And it's the most brilliant one on the neighborhood.
So you should steal that, Ty.
Well, and I struggle, like the Halloween's the same thing for us, but like we live in a place where like no one sees us. Like I drove by our house for 5 years and didn't know it even existed until we bought it. Like it's this weird, like out of the way. And so I'm like, nobody's gonna see this. Like nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would they know?
Yeah. And so like it's for us and it's for my daughters. And so there's that level of like, all right, what Troy's like, I'm drinking.
No, he tapped the cork to both sides of his neck.
Patty likes it.
Yeah.
And that's where the must came from, Jason.
Yep.
Just so you know.
Yes, that's funny smell on your shirt, Jason.
It's like, oh, it smells like wild turkey.
I need to send you some pictures of Patty's tree because she's really into the black and white buffalo check, and the tree is actually black. And so any Christmas pictures we take in that room now, everything is black and white. So it'll look like one of those photos where everything's black and white, but they make your face color. You know, that's what it's going to look like because we're the only color in the photo.
Our tree's all buffalo check too, Troy. It's a green tree though, not a black tree, but it's Tim's got it all decorated with all the stuff. So same thing.
Troy, please go
me talk
get
about
yourself
tree.
a full length leotard, and then take pictures so you look like a floating head.
What?
I would pay to see that. I will buy the leotard.
That's the Flannel Panel OnlyFans right there.
It's like,
Patreon level.
it's the most opposite of dick highs ever, right there.
Mhm. That's a Christmas card.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Speaking of which, I got a new flannel this week.
Oh,
I
It's
know.
a Raven.
That's a good looking one.
It was on sale for $25. I snatched it up.
There was a bunch of Dixon flannels on sale.
I've got another one coming. I can't remember the name. I'll let you know. It'll be here probably this week. Yeah, I just need content, so I just buy whatever's cheap.
It's fine. I think that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. I've been doing my best staying away from the website.
Did Ty just leave? He was like, "Forget this. I'm
Oh,
over this."
Yeah, the dick highs threw him off.
He got excited.
I'm trying to figure out why my computer's about ready to die. That's what I'm doing.
Oh.
You know, the low battery light came on, and I was like, "Oh crap! I didn't plug it in."
Nat came
Don't
down.
mind me. Don't mind me. Just
Fine,
keep
we'll be
talking.
fine.
She came running down, and she wanted me to show off her Christmas ornaments. So
That's fancy.
she was so
that's
proud
cool.
of those.
Is her?
Those are cool.
Is that a actual like a fake glass of?
No, it's
So it's an empty cocktail.
oh, it's glass. Yeah. But
You
the
ever been
stuff-
to like a furniture store and they'll have like a glass of wine that's like a fake glass of wine?
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe it was one of those for a second. Like Nate
The
or
glass
Nat
is
wanted
real,
you to
but
show
the
off her
stuff inside
decorations.
is like rubber. But
So
no,
it is.
that's a cool thing. Our downstairs tree is a bourbon tree because that's actually one of Nat's little kitschy habits. Is when we travel, she will buy Christmas ornaments. It doesn't matter if it's July or whatever. That's her. Which is actually cool now because when you set them up on the tree, you got to see your whole travel journey.
Well, I like
Relive
that
all-
idea.
Yeah.
When we went to Whiskey Weekend, I was looking for Christmas ornaments. All the distillers we went to, and not everybody had one. So one thing I started doing was like at Willett, I bought like. Can you see this one? It's like the
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
Ginny bottle. It's too far back.
Oh yeah, the bus.
Anyway, I just tie a string on it and make the airplane bottle an ornament.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a cut rope in case of emergency.
In case of I can always break the glass if I have to.
There you go. Yeah, it's like we have the buy new ornaments every year. Like that's a big tradition thing. Not like a whole tree worth, but you buy a special one every year for
Yeah.
the
Like,
girls. And,
One for that year to add
You
to.
mark the year on it or something.
yeah.
No, I will say when I'm hanging up the outside lights, it seems like I have to go buy at least one strand of new bulbs every year. You know, like one of them goes bad somehow in the box over the winter.
We've been doing well for that. Ours is 10 years strong for the same light set.
Really?
So yeah.
We
Do
get
you
the wrong
do
kind
like
of bulbs.
2x4 just clicks on, or do you have to actually hang them?
Hang them.
You have to hang them.
Yeah.
I was like, man, so those people that have like that do the same setup every year and just have them like pre-strung and it just like clips on their gutters and
Yeah,
No.
well, we have to clip them, but they're kind
I've
of
got
wrapped
gutter
nicely, so it's easy to
Yeah.
do.
No,
I
this
say
is like
this.
2 clips, 8-foot sections.
Oh no,
Done.
no.
Like
Oh no, we don't do that. No,
Those
I
people
do
are
run all the
cool.
gutter clips though, and I space the lights.
That's what we
Yeah,
do too. Well,
yeah, I
I
was
say
like-
we. My wife does. I'm afraid of heights. She gets up there every year. The neighbors laugh at me. I'm
That's
like,
a good idea.
I'm not going up there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing it. She's like, we're doing Christmas lights. I'm like, go ahead, and she did. So
Yep, I can't. It
Yeah.
makes me crazy when the folks have just a few clips, and some of the lights are pointing this way, and some are pointing out.
Yeah.
Some are pointing out. I was like, don't just
Oh yeah, because you've got like a clip on every bulb, right, Corey?
Every
Yeah,
single
so do
bulb.
we. So
Yeah,
do we.
that's a lot. No, I
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, so that they are. It is a straight blue line across the top.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at equidistance, like 4 bulbs clip, so the loop is the
Loop
same
is
on
the
all
same.
of them.
That's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I try to
Okay.
keep it taut. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sweet.
Which, so the next question is, when it comes to your trees, are you a
I feel like this is a manscaped
symmetric-
ad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we already know the answer for Troy. Everything is perfectly manicured.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
You don't know me
So
at
do
all.
you have a theme, like the lighting is the same and symmetrical, or is it kind of just throw everything on the tree?
Oh no.
Mm.
No.
Let's hear this.
No, the upstairs tree is all like themed together. So it's like the buffalo check stuff and like a burlap thing, and then like that ornaments all match, and then there's some like crazy, and all white lights, and then there's a blue tree down here that's like a light blue tree, and it has blue and silver ornaments on it. There are 3 different styles, and we'll put them up, and then I'll stare at it, and there'll be like too many of 2 things that are too close together, so I'll like move them around so that they're all. Yeah, it's.
I'm with you
The
there.
trees that are allowed to be wacky are the ones that are actually inside the kids' room, and they can decorate their own and they can put that shit wherever they want it. But if it's out in a public space,
Not embarrass me in public.
nope.
I have a battle with my wife and the 4-year-old. My wife is a strictly white light tree with all the whatever. And we have a pre-lit tree that you can hit the button and it does all these different lights and whatnot.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
So my wife comes down, puts the lights on, it's white, which is the first setting. My daughter comes down, instantly steps on it twice, sparkly multicolor. My wife walks by, back to white. My daughter walks by, Mom, no, hits it again. And it's this constant battle all the time of whether it's going to be multicolor or white. And I think my 4-year-old's going to win. Yeah.
So they make a bulb that'll go from white to multicolor?
It's just an LED that you can change. Like Jason's Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our tree's LED. So not
I
to be
have some of those hanging icicles that do the same.
We
I
haven't
usually
gone
hang on
LED
them.
yet.
I'll
I
probably
might
hang
be
one of
able
those
to control mine with my phone.
Any real trees still?
No.
No, we did a real tree one time in our 28
Real
years
tree
of marriage.
camel, maybe, but
Right.
I would love to have one, mostly because my biggest pet peeve of Christmas tree period is storing it 8 months out of the year. You know,
That's fair.
but
yeah,
I would much. I would
Ours is like 10 months out of the year, so
Yeah.
I get that.
I stretch it out as long as I possibly can.
If you're getting 4 months, Jason, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Well,
We've done it a few
you
times.
do, Andrew.
yeah. He just
walk-
decorates outside. It's the same.
Yeah,
I was
picture.
like, he
We
walks
had our
outside his
presents
front
outside.
yard and
Yeah.
Picks
kicks
one
it
over
over.
and drags it back in the house.
He's like, "Hey, Rudolph, where's Santa today?"
Yeah. Like you live in the North Pole.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just get a winter in a glass type of candle.
Yeah.
Christmas in a glass type of candle and light that while the Christmas
Oh,
tree's
rich.
on, so it smells kind of piney or whatnot.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
It's a lot
I'd
of
like to hear more about Clint's experience.
Yeah, Clint, you got to expand on this.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a story here.
Sounds like something went wrong.
You know what? Can you do me a favor, Troy? Clint and Karen are going to be on bar night at home together.
You need to ask.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
I think this needs to be brought up while they're on live
Bring
together.
that up.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Karen's probably got a story.
Karen's gonna be and Karen's gonna be drinking bourbon.
Yeah, she'll be
Yeah.
lit. She'll be
And-
screaming obscenities.
They're going viral. Yep, it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's going to be huge.
Huge.
Yeah, I can't do the real tree thing mostly because we have a large dog who would do nothing but drink the water.
Oh,
We haven't done one for a long time. There for a while, that was like a thing. We'd go out with my dad and find one and cut it down.
I think that I love the idea of it. I just don't think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Conway's not great with outdoor lights, but he does the real tree.
Real trees.
Yeah.
Like, so hold on. With Conway, we should probably clarify. Like, are you talking about like you have real trees outside, or like that's what you put in your house? Like,
He said floral, so he's probably bringing in 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah,
You know,
he's being
Where do you find a 30-foot live tree
Christmas Eve.
for that foyer?
yeah. You're
seriously.
gonna put a tree there.
Foyer.
Bend over. I'll show you.
Hey,
A lot of nerve.
The horn's up there. You can't get it in. It's okay.
I wasn't talking to you.
Cut it in the house. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Willful.
Yeah.
Oh,
see, Nat doesn't believe it either. She doesn't believe it.
I
She's
think
calling
Conway-
bullshit on Conway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, when we did it, it was hike out there. Yeah. Find a tree, cut it down.
I think
Well,
Do it.
Conway would be the kind of dude that I could see him do that. I mean, come on, like
Mhm.
he's the kind of guy that stay late and assemble the Ferrari lift by himself for a garage living.
and if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be done
By
right.
being injured, right?
Yeah.
right, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's cutting a tree because do they even have like live growing pine trees in Texas?
Texas.
That was my next question. Where do you
Yeah.
find an evergreen in Texas?
If you want like a sage bush or something, you can get that, but I don't know.
No, I can't imagine there'd be a fair amount of cussing going on during that process.
No.
Rooting is shooting his
Never.
tooting his Christmas tree in all New Mexico.
It's funny you say that, Troy. Honestly, this was many years ago when the kids were still young and we were broke. We lived out in West Utah, which is very desert and crappy.
Yeah, it's
But
like where I live in Colorado.
I had one of my ideas to get fancy. And I actually made I kid you not, I made
not
a
you.
Christmas tree. No, I made a Christmas tree out of tumbleweeds.
Paper mache.
Oh, tumbleweed.
I arranged them from big to small tumbleweeds, and I
Yeah.
tied them together with zip ties, black zip ties, and then I sprayed the whole thing evergreen color, and then I decorated it just like a tree, and it was awesome, and it cost me nothing.
I really feel like we could just do 2 or 3 episodes, just let Jason tell stories.
Yeah,
Because
Jason
his
and
background
crafting.
is
Yeah.
I'm here for the zip tie tumbleweed Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say? It's like necessity is the mother of invention. So,
Amen.
well, my kids hated when they had to put a costume on. I remember Jared has PTSD from this day because I don't do cheap costumes. So he did I don't remember the character he was. They did these human wax museum where he had to dress up like the person that stands still in costume, and they had a sign talking about everything. And it was this there's a Mormon legend. His name's Porter Rockwell, and you see him in High West all the time. He was a gunfighter, and he was famous for his long beard because he believed, like Samson, as long as he had his beard, he was invincible. So back to him. He chose him as a West figure, and I glued on with spirit gum a full beard. So here's a kid in 5th grade with a full spirit gum beard, the whole 9, prosthetics, just throwing me daggers the entire damn time because he's itching and he hates it and he's sweaty. And ever since then, I take that back. He does ask me for costumes all the time. Matter of fact, this week he says he has a disco party and he wanted me to put together an outfit for him. So,
Well, but you weren't going to super glue like 3 feet of hair to his face this time. So I think
no, I could. Well, no, yeah, maybe but I would do that. We wouldn't go. I wouldn't like Viking costumes or anything. We would go to the thrift store and just MacGyver it. So it's fun.
I think what you're going to find is like stuff like that you think was stupid is what the kids remember when
Yeah.
they grow
Oh
up.
no, he hates me for that one. He still tells me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, tell them to get over it.
it's probably fun to grow up with. What the heck?
We're like,
But
I
he
was
does
complaining about
remember it.
decorating the house, and the kids are like, "Oh, I love it when a house is decorated." So I'm like, "Man, shit." So
I thought you were going to be like they all dressed up like famous Mormons, and you had to figure out how to make wax Donny Osmond and make it cool for like a grade schooler. Like, good luck.
Yeah. It's impossible.
Like it's Ricky Schrader, guys.
Tommy D said
wow.
we did the real tree thing while he lived in Oklahoma, but in Hawaii, not too many tree farms, or not the right style of tree. That's for sure. Yeah.
I imagine by the time they get a Christmas tree to Hawaii, they're probably pretty well spent.
Yeah, pretty dry.
Yeah, and very expensive.
I'm sure.
What's everyone's cutoff date? Like when does the tree come down? When do the lights come down?
Well, we'll go, like I say, we'll go like a full weekend in January, after the first of the year. We'll go like the 7th or whatever and take it down.
Yeah, so this year, what the New Year's Day is a Sunday, right? I think that's right.
I think so. Yeah.
So there's a decent chance that it's like the 7th or 8th. Like that's probably seems like pretty good.
Sometimes Patty will try to take it down before she goes back to school, whatever their Christmas vacation is. I don't know how many days they get, but usually it's pushing a week.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 young kids and my wife's a nurse. It could be up for months. Yeah. Like whenever we get time. The kids
like a
like
stare down. I'm not
playing. Yeah.
We're usually the same way, but this year's, matter of fact, you said January 8th. That's James' birthday, the one on the show had, and he's actually coming up from Oklahoma to visit. So I will probably put it away then when I have free labor.
Oh,
Happy birthday, bud!
Hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday! No, throw this in the truck.
Yeah, I was like, that's my wife's thing too. The 12 Days of Christmas goes till the Wiseman used to show up. Yeah. Yeah. So that was always my wife's thing. And now my oldest daughter's birthday is the 7th. And so it's a hard press to like, we do not take it down until after her birthday. That's her request.
That's cool.
So, nice.
Yeah. So,
you have something like set up, like a definite date though.
Yeah. But yeah, that was always, I forget there's a name for that when the Wiseman showed up. I should know that, but I studied.
Come on, Matt, you know this.
I have no idea.
It's Boxing Day, and wait, that's Canadian.
Yeah, you guys don't have Boxing Day. Oh
no,
we did.
Ian, tell us about Boxing Day.
Where everybody gets on some mitts.
Yeah,
you go out in the snow. You gotta get skates on, some gloves on, and you go out and box.
Yeah,
boxing with razor blades attached to your feet.
When my mom was married the second time, that Boxing Day, I could see that being a thing around the holidays.
Yes, that's got it. That would know. Yeah.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
There we go. Well, we're pushing an hour, boys. I think it's about time for just the tips.
Oh boy,
I didn't think this one through.
Stresses me out.
Jason's been ready for
Jason pre-planned.
He sent the text like 4 times in the text thread. He's ready for this. Well,
want me to kick it off?
Yeah, lead us off.
All right. This tip is more of a heads up, a news bulletin, as you may say. I saw a new trailer today for a movie coming out in 2023. The trailer's available on YouTube. I'll post it somewhere. About a cocaine-fueled bear running through the streets of Knoxville. And I remember the story back then, but it's like Cujo with a bear, and I cannot wait.
What do you mean you remember the story? Is this based on like a true event?
Yeah. Based on a true story where
I thought it was Georgia.
According to the trailer, it was in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah.
And they might have changed the location to protect the innocent, but I remember a bear got into a hidden stash of cocaine that was like being dropped or hidden. It just happened to find it, chomped into the cocaine, went crazy, and went on a rampage.
And he was like, "It's okay, I'll be the next."
Okay. Yeah.
Now I watched the trailer, Jason, and I have a couple questions. Is that Ray Liotta in the movie? And hasn't he been dead for 2 years?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Hey, if they can CG a bear on cocaine, I'm sure they can CG Ray Liotta.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he was there for real when they just
been in the can that long. Who knows?
Maybe he's not actually dead.
like Elvis.
Yeah.
Maybe they did the acting for it in 2019, and it took them this long to catch up with all that amazing computer graphics. Kind of like Avatar. It comes out when it's ready.
So a previous Just the Tip of mine was Meat Eater podcast, which is Steven Ranella. He does a thing and they do trivia, and that was one of the questions on their trivia was a bear and cocaine or something like that. So I knew that story before you sent that, but yeah, it's kind of neat.
What?
I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Cocaine?
So a real black bear ate a drink of cocaine.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
We'll have more details when the movie comes out.
Nothing like that ever happens in Ohio.
Cocaine? Or
we get a big old Pete on a freaking car tire, but we don't get a bear eating cocaine,
Yeah.
All right.
So that's my tip. Merry Christmas.
There's a lot of, I recognize a lot of the actors in that movie. Even
I know.
There's a lot of faces you'll recognize.
And I thought it was going to be a really bad B movie, but it's going to be a really bad movie with A-listers.
Yeah.
A-minusers, I guess. It looked like the quality's a little better than one of these throwaway movies, so we'll see.
All right. Anyone else for Just the Tip?
Who wants to follow that?
Anybody want to follow a cocaine-addled bear?
Well, mine's super weenie, so I'll go.
Okay.
Hanging up all these Christmas lights and doing all my Christmas decorating. And you guys have probably had these for 20 years. I'm always the last on technology. Not that this is very technology. Anyway, I'm going to recommend these step on Christmas tree buttons. These are the best things. We're like 1 year into using these things. It's a game changer. Keeps my fat butt from crawling underneath the tree every night. You know what I mean?
Do you not have the remote yet?
No, we don't have a remote. We just got the push button. We're 5 years from the remote.
5 years from the remote.
Alexa smart plug, man. Hey, Alexa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, we don't have it.
I can't say that. She started talking.
Alexa's excited.
That's how they get your information.
Yeah, Alexa, she's listening. She's telling people stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Nat.
Super weird.
Yeah.
That would be a fun episode. What would your superhero be and why?
Oh, that's going on the list.
Yeah.
Corey's gonna clap.
Oh, look at
There
Corey.
you go.
Yeah.
Well,
you went to. I was gonna clap it off.
Patty's been down here all
Can be
night,
done. It's a miracle.
which is kind of different because she's usually not down here when we're doing a show. So I've been really paranoid because she doesn't like when I tell stories about her. But she's not gonna do any LED lights. They've got to be all
Really?
old school. Yeah,
Oh.
she's a real
Oh, wow.
old school.
LED is a game.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope you finished that positively.
She doesn't like that. One year we bought LED lights and put them on the house, and they were too blue. The light was too blue.
You can
The
get
white
warm
lights
ones,
were-
though.
Yeah.
Hmm?
You can buy the warm ones.
Warm LED.
Well, we bought the wrong ones, so we
Yeah.
went back to the old school filament.
They got like
Old school, man.
adjustable. You just spin the color.
I
thing.
said that last
Yeah.
night. I said, we got under counter lighting where we can adjust the blue or warm, cold. I bet you they make a Christmas tree light like that, So yeah, we'll look into it. Here about 5-6 years, we'll get it.
right before the technology has changed, and
We'll put them on layaway, and in 12 easy payments, we'll have them.
So Troy is the foot switch for your Christmas tree.
Yeah, don't knock
Which
it
I
till you
think
try
comes
it.
standard on any
got
new
you,
Christmas
man.
tree. But yeah.
I didn't know that either.
or you can jump ahead like to 2022 and just have one you don't even have to touch. Like,
All right.
I don't know.
Welcome
I
to Ohio.
appreciate it, Troy.
Yeah.
Ty, Corey,
No, I need to go last. I have
Okay.
nothing right now.
last.
So, I'll give you a quick, interesting just tip because I don't know, it kind of fills in from actually a couple weeks ago when we're hanging out with Dave and the dudes from the Bro Laws. So I read all kinds of weird show prep stuff for the morning show where it's like a million different articles and stuff to blab about in the morning, right? I joke that I Google it so you don't have to. But it was a holidays thing, and it said after the pandemic, like 15% of men in America said that they don't have a single friend that they can count on, and like 55% have 5 or fewer. And I think that that's kind of sad. So as you get to the holidays, I think it's super important to remember if you're a dude, call your friends, right? Or text them, stuff like that, because I guarantee you there's a bro on your list who needs somebody to say hey to them. So so do that. That's important. And that's super crappy, man. If you were like, can you imagine like if you're one of those dudes like I don't have a single guy that I could call if I needed something or to count on. So it's a good thing we got whiskey friends, flannel for life. But
Amen.
yeah, that's wild to me. So, and I think as you get old, like it's hard to make friends. So, if you like, call your bros.
Yeah. I'll riff off that for my just the tip, and it's find something to get excited about, whether it's donating cash if you have it, or time to do something, because the fulfillment that you get from giving is so good, and it doesn't always have to be money. We're in a tough time, like the world's North American world anyway, recession, whatnot looks like, but give some effort. Go do something for someone. Go do step up and shovel someone's driveway if you're in Canada, or whatever you guys do in Utah. I guess Utah would have snow too, but Texas. But look after someone, care about somebody, step up and call your friends, like Corey's saying, and just try and be productive, because the last year I've been kind of in this little funk where it's feeling not depressed but just down, and I think it's because I'm not pushing myself to like be out there a little bit more. So I would challenge everyone to do that as well. And Dave, who just commented in the chat, the Bro Laws, they give so much to people, and it's their goal, a mission statement almost, to be out there and give back to their community, and it's a really good thing to watch. So I would challenge people to do that as well. That's kind of my just the tip, is step up and try and make a difference in your own world. $5 to the guy at the stoplight that's begging for some cash, or going to help a friend with something that needs that. So do what you can.
Amen.
And Ty, good luck following that.
Well, I'll make it easy, because
Okay.
I think what I came down to is like, go to that Bro Laws page.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Bid on that.
No, big Casey.
Yeah, go beat Casey, please.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
That
love
guy's
guy,
a solid. That
but,
guy's a solid dude.
He's so good. I was like, the only reason I'm drinking the whiskey I'm drinking tonight is because of Casey. So I can't be angry. But this is the other thing that I think is always funny, because I do a ton of stuff with nonprofits and whatever. Like, if you can't beat Casey's bid, there's no way the Bro Laws are turning down you trying to donate money in some other way. So if you have this money this time of year to like be able to help this young kid with cancer, like I cannot imagine, like, as a family around Christmas time dealing with this. And so whoever it is, and maybe you have someone locally, like, do that,
for sure.
Like, but go support those people. This time of year creates some crazy kind of, anybody that's lost somebody this time of year gets tough. So find those people, support them. Bro Laws are doing a great thing right now. It's a painting that, our buddy did that's incredible. And so you have an opportunity for that. But that's my tip.
Love it.
All right.
Dave's throwing a tip here, and don't stop making new friends. And I think he's referencing you guys, because Corey's been in contact with you recently. He's Conway and Dave need to make a connection. I think it's just so cool with the community, how you're able to see people.
Kansas for 4th of July, and I need to bring Ian with them.
Yes, I think that has to happen. I think that has to happen. So
Let's do it.
don't stop making new friends. Put yourself out there and live life to the fullest. And on that note, fellas, until next time,
Stay buttoned up.
stay buttoned up.
Stay horny.
Stay
Stay horny. Cheers, everyone.